two best friends, both alike in dignity.
Nurturing phantoms and courting the muse.
The hag divines when something must die.
Yes, that was Poog.
But this is huge.
The ego loves to seek,
but never to find. It was Berlant
and Novak
the whole time.
I just drove from San Diego to Los Angeles, 80 miles per hour the entire way, which is very unusual for me, blasting David Goggins' podcast. That's your guy, right? Do you know about him?
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is...
The whole time you're like, this is Jacqueline's guy. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because I thought you talked about him. So this guy... Okay, so I just looked him up. I'd never seen a picture of him. It's fascinating to see a photo of him knowing. Okay. So he's kind of like a Huberman, Joe Rogan. Like, that's who
Jesus.
He's like a guy who goes on, who talks to guys or whatever.
Okay.
He wrote a book called, which I love this. It's called Can't Hurt Me. And like, I really don't know what the deal is, but I started it like months ago and then I was like, ew. And like, why am I listening to this? And then it like came up on my phone and I was like, sure. And I just couldn't turn it off. And he's his whole thing is
Can't hurt me.
I think he's ex-military something, but the point is he's like, you know, I was over 300 pounds. I have ADD so bad I couldn't read or write till I was like 18 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And his whole thing is like, I lost the weight. I'm a paramedic now. I write books now. He's like, there is no potion. There's no hack. I actually appreciate because he was just like, everyone wants to talk about sauna, the hack and the pill. His whole thing is like, life sucks and it's so hard and it like never works. Like, it's just like, you literally just have to like do it or else like his whole thing
There's
is
no
just
core.
Like,
There's no
his thing is that
there's no lesson.
No,
life is
he
suffering?
goes, it's all stick. There's no carrot. He's like, it's stick. And then he goes, I'm a fat piece of shit. I'm a lazy fat piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And that's who I am. And I have to work every day. It's like,
right.
But me gunning it, fast lane, one of the guys, there are cars behind, you know, when you're driving on the freeway and then a big scary guy comes, like I'm just, to me, it's just a man car, like a big, like, like a big guy comes behind you and I get scared. I just get out of the way. Then they ride your ass and it's like, fuck you.
Oh, in the left lane?
I was like
you're in the left
all right,
lane.
bitch, I'll go faster, you little bitch. I was in the fast lane, blasting Goggins going, life's all stick, bitch. There is no carrot.
Funny because
then I was like,
he was the stick.
Who?
Someone prodding you from behind.
I know.
Is a stick.
Oh yeah.
Versus being.
Oh, it's a stick. It's a
versus
stick.
a carrot leading you.
Yeah.
Someone was prodding your ass on a road. Is what I'm saying. Which is
yes.
You sped up.
Absolutely.
You sped up because you were like.
I was like, let's go. I was like, safety first. I'm not going a hair above 80.
Listeners might be like worried about you, like thinking like she doesn't know the difference between Huberman and Rogan, and she could slip down into Rogan territory.
No. There's a big difference. Well,
and I'm not saying I know anything about Huberman
totally.
either, but I'm just saying.
Well, the one thing Huberman said today, where I go, yeah, baby, he goes, there's a thing in the brain
again today.
Yes. Well, no, this Goggins was on Huberman. He was the guest.
Oh,
and they're
do
talking.
You subscribe to Huberman now?
No, but I just pop in and see. And he was like, well, because my friend was telling you about David Goggins, like, kind of like he was like, oh, the craziest guy of all is David Goggins. I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I looked him up and I was like, huh? And then he had a Huberman interview, so that's what I listened to. What else did he say that's so? Oh, he's like, people want to come to seminars. It's like all this fucking. Well, actually, one thing he said I do appreciate. He was like, social media is poison. He was like, I won't fucking do it. He's like, it took me 5 years to write my book. Like, I can't have any distraction, you know. And he's like, people want to know how you do it. Like, it's fucking hell. Motivation, passion, there's none of that. It's me in a dungeon every day and there's no way out. He goes, and if you don't like that, Merry Christmas. His whole thing is he says Merry Christmas. Like, basically, which I can't fully understand. Okay. But I think it's his way of being like, yeah, you want a fucking parade, you want it to be pretty, Merry fucking Christmas. It's me in a fucking dungeon and it's hell. He goes, it sucks. You know what it is? It sucks every fucking day.
Well, I
kind of appreciate
people
that.
Are looking for that without going down that path. Carolyn Mace.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. She's the other side.
What did you say today? You don't need a back. You don't need a wishbone. You need a backbone or something. Okay.
Oh, I've heard that.
It was
very brilliant. Yeah.
Well, no. But the point is, I was reading Why People Don't Heal and How They Can. I almost feel like the publisher pushed and How You Can. Right. I'm joking, but you know what I mean.
No, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Well, we got to give them something.
Yeah, give them something
Carolyn.
to hold on to.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's so good. She's so funny.
So wait, TMJ really acting up, although I'm realizing it was really tense in the car, maybe from the podcast I was listening to and the fact that I was gunning it.
Yeah.
Safety first, hands at 12 and 3 on the steering wheel. Completely alert, gunning it. But
Hands at 12 and 3?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
3 and 9. Wait. Yeah. 9 and 3. TMJ through the roof. Very excited to be. I'm very lucky to be going to London. When we were in London, I didn't know about this, but a hag reached out and said, "You have to go to the sculptress. She does unbelievable face buckle, lymphatic. She'll massage your jaw." I go, okay, I need to go. I look
I'm
at her.
thinking of jogging
honey,
back to Europe.
well, honey,
Yeah.
she's booked through July. She is tough.
Okay. Wow.
I begged, and she's getting
Wow.
me in.
Wow.
So I'll report back.
All
But
right.
I'm a very lucky girl.
That's huge.
But a lot to cover. First of all, and I'll tease this, at $5 a month, you're going to get to see, you know what this is? This is a bag of Sephora.
Tease it now.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to tease you right now and say, I spent more money at Sephora in one go yesterday than I've ever spent. I was buttressed by the fact that with Sephora, the return
Right.
policy is so glorious.
No one's used it as boldly as Cape Berlant.
But I'll say, honey, I've got everything in here. I've got some skincare. I've got makeup. I've got hair care. I've got it all in here, honey.
And today in Product Corner, which also will go up as a video so people can see if you are a $5 member. Oh my God. You know what I'm in the mood for? Some new subscribers. I'm in the mood for
Yeah, let's
tell your
go.
friend. Okay. Build community. Look, if we get 1,000 new subscribers within the first week of
I'll take my
this,
top off.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, save
You
it.
can see
Save
my
it.
tits. Okay.
Save it. We will put out special, basically friend merch that goes, it's like, I told her about it. She told me about it.
Oh, the arrows?
Yeah, something cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Something pair. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we'll do that. By the way, I'm working on merch that matters, folks.
I ran into a hag.
Remember
I ran
Merch That
into a
Matters?
really sweet hag in Los Angeles. She said she wants I Work Nights merch.
I know, because I've been
So
teasing
shout out to
that.
her.
I've been teasing that a lot on the apps, and I agree. And here's what I'm gonna do, Kate. I'm not gonna fuck around anymore. We designed the shit. We put it in Instagram with a 1, 2, 3. They can vote on the design if they so please.
Okay, that's fun. That's fun for the whole family.
Yeah. But I think
I have LSD spray in my purse right now for LSD microdose. Have yet to do it.
serious.
Was told 2 sprays. Yeah, because I got to get back I miss microdosing mushrooms.
That's a different drug, no?
Beautiful brand Flodo sent some gorgeous stuff. I got to be honest with you. Such a fucking lightweight. It was a little too strong for me.
But isn't that psilocybin? And this you're saying is LSD?
That's psilocybin. I've been curious about microdosing LSD for years.
And did a brand send it?
No, a woman gave it to me. Actually, a woman gave it to my mom, and I go, "How about you give me that shit?" Because we both know you're too much of a pussy to be microdosing LSD.
Yeah.
It's really
Interesting.
cute.
Cape Berlant, won't let you touch your neck, but not afraid of LSD.
Certainly not.
Not at all.
Love acid. Love it. Been a long
Oh,
time.
you've done it.
I've done
I
it, but
see, you've
only
done it.
like a trip dose. I haven't done the microdose.
Right.
Very,
Yeah.
very eager. Duckbill is an executive assistant for your personal life.
I was very excited about Duckbill. I begged for a membership. I resist doing things like calling and booking appointments. And so I was using Duckbill predominantly to say, hey, can you find me this doctor to do this? And they go and they handle that. And it's just the kind of thing that I resist doing. And so, yes, I'm pretty excited about Duckbill.
All you have to do is hand Duckbill things that you dread or what you really should be doing on autopilot. Doctor's appointments, reminding yourself to send birthday cards to loved ones, filling out paperwork, things that cause, as you know, Jacqueline and myself to completely freeze up. Duckbill can handle that for you so that you can live a life and not be on hold or filling out endless paperwork.
Huge news is that listeners can get 50% off their first 2 months with the code, HAGS. I highly recommend you give Duckbill a shot, see how it works out for you, get creative in seeing the kinds of things you can ask it to help you with. So go to getduckbill.com. This is really worth checking out.
I have something for Poog Law.
Okay.
It's not super litigious, but I'm just curious if this sparks anything for you. I got a jacket at a vintage store, loved 160 bucks. I love this jacket. I'm having so much fun in it. I go, this. Oh my God, I'm getting sad. Okay, so this jacket, I love it. I'm going, this is what I needed. I can dress it up. I can dress it down. It reminds me of a jacket I loved that I had in my early 20s. I love this jacket. Okay, I'm getting compliments. Look at that jacket. Yeah, yeah. Look at my jacket. Okay, so I have the jacket in the backseat of my car. I drive to Palm Springs. I say Palm Springs to highlight the fact that I was in a hot environment. The point is, I go in my back seat. There's like black tar, like a sticky black tar on my seat. I go, what the fuck is this? I'm so confused. I'm looking all around. What is this? What is this? Part of the jacket that's suede has somehow melted. And there's holes in it. It was really bizarre. I'm showing it to 5 people. They're all going, I've never seen, like, what could this possibly be? Eventually show it to a woman who works in costumes, and she says, oh, sometimes suede is repaired in like a shoddy way with shoe polish. However, in high temperatures, it will melt. So there are a couple holes on this jacket that have been patched with shoe polish. To the naked eye, couldn't tell.
Under the sun.
And by the way, I'm
Palm
talking about
Springs.
sticky, melting, kind of like a nightmare, like sticking onto other stuff. Like could have been a real nightmare if it was back there on top of a dress you love. Can you imagine? Anyway, the point is, I'm bummed just because I love this jacket, but now it has these holes in it. I mean, it's like, it looks like shit is the point. I take it back to the place.
Literal holes.
Yeah, literal holes in a way that the guy at the
So
store
they
was
actually
looking at it.
patch it with the shoe polish actually becomes the
Yes, like it becomes like, it's like
thickens
painting.
it. Like,
yeah,
right,
it's
right.
And the guy at the store was like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this. I was like, yeah, neither had I. Like, this is crazy. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, hey, it's fine. He goes, why don't we patch it for you? He goes, I can give you store credit. I can patch it for you. I go, I would love you to patch it for me. It doesn't have to look perfect. I just love the jacket. Okay. Go back to the thing. Then it's not ready yet. I get a text. This is like 20 minutes ago. I got a text and it said, hey, blah, blah, blah. The coat ended up not working out with the repair. So next time you're in, we'll give you $100 store credit. I go, oh, hi. I go, sorry, wait, what do you mean it didn't work out? Because I'm going, what? The repair is going to be bigger than expected and it wouldn't have looked cute. And so I'm like, so now I've lost my jacket. Like, do you think this is an issue at all? I just take the credit. Like, they haven't done anything wrong, but I'm devastated.
The credit is 100, or I thought the coat was 150.
Sure was 160.
So 160 is the credit.
No, I
I mean,
know.
it's not like you rented it to rot for 3 weeks on you.
I know.
I think you go, I'd love if the store credit could equal the thing. I mean, when you return something, like when you,
No.
but you know, what I'd say is,
I'm sorry. I just checked a receipt because I had a feeling it was $195. It was $200.
did you bring the receipt in when you went into them?
I said to them, I have the email. It's in my email.
How long did
Right
you have
here.
the coat? Months?
These are all really good question. I can tell you exactly. I had it for
Looking at a receipt, I can tell you
under
exactly.
2 months.
Right.
3 months. 3 months.
And you told them the shoe polish thing? You told them,
Yeah, I
I
told
believe this
them.
was,
Yeah. I go,
Okay,
oh, a
so-
customer friend told me. Yeah.
I'm a little confused by the 100,
I'm
but
not even saying they repaired it, a shoe polish. They bought it off someone to the naked eye.
Yeah.
You'd never know anything was wrong.
yeah. I think there's I'm just surprised they never said what was the cost of the coat, or they did.
They did like 10,000 years ago in person, but I didn't bring up a receipt. Maybe I'll go, oh man, I'm so bummed. I love that coat. I got it for $195. Could I maybe, by the way, since then I've spent an additional $200 at the store.
So I think you just go, yeah, I think it's fair to ask for what you paid for store credit.
Because I'm almost like, it's like I'm attached to the jacket. I'm like, I want it back. Even in this state, I want her back. But it's like, no, of course not. Okay. Apologies to everyone for listening to that.
And also, you don't know how many other holes or like how many shoe polish, how much of that coat was suede and how much of it was holding together with a thin scrim of shoe polish.
I'll try to find a picture of it and post it on the gram. It was just simple. It was just, but it was fabulous. And it had, it was
It's
great.
not the one, oh no, that was like 2 years ago at this point. Okay.
Which one's that? What jacket are you recalling? So curious.
The one that you lost and then found, or sorry, left at the airport. The whole,
Oh God, no, not her. That I left on Delta and then retrieved the next day.
so
Delta
I think,
lost them.
yeah, I think it's fair to ask for like, hey, could
Okay.
I, get full store credit, you know.
I text them on air. I'm scared. Guess what we're getting?
Tell me.
I've begged and they're sending Allies of Skin.
Okay.
So this is a brand that I've been curious about for quite a while. I'll just say this. Friend, an actor, was posting about them. And I go, God damn, I really want that shit. Like, I'm so curious. He goes, it's really good. He goes, the firming serum fades nasolabial fold. What's the exact language she said? I want to get this right.
Look at me.
Yeah. I know. She's going, it can't be done, of course.
Well, it can't be done in that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. Lifting
it's
serum like ... fades nasolabials, he says. Honey, I'll try anything twice.
I mean,
okay, the point
if
is,
you had skin that had a wrinkle formed in it on that particular spot, then you take that skin and you apply a thing to it. The wrinkle that was left behind by the fold, I believe, could be affected. However, the structural stuff leading to it causing...
No, I know. It's hard to believe that. I know.
But nonetheless...
He said the cleansers he's best ever used. He goes, the copper is amazing for redness. Point is, I have secured it. It ain't cheap, sweetheart.
No, I'm thrilled. I just want to get into the excitement.
No, of course. So that's big news of the day. The other big news of the day is that I booked a massage for the first time in a very long time. I've asked you this before. 90-minute massage. Does that induce stress for you? Like it's too long?
No. But also,
okay, great.
You've booked probably 140 appointments between today and the last time I booked an appointment for literally anything.
Yeah, totally.
It's like hysterical. Like how many hydrofacials, how many acupunctures have you had? You know, I've had zero.
Actually, I haven't
years.
had hydrofacial in a minute.
A minute. Yeah. You were trying for monthly, remember?
Oh yeah. Well, I was doing monthly.
Every other monthly with the microneedle.
No, microneedling I haven't done yet. That's I'm fucking dying for it. And I'm probably going to go talk to a friend.
Remember when I was like, you don't have ADD, maybe?
Yeah. I was like, I wish. That would be so cool. Well, now I'm thinking Goggins style. Because guess what? The light phone, folks, I've been talking. By the way, Hag reached out, got the light phone. It's already changed my life. The point is the light phone.
Wait, so we already talked about the light phone, but is it in the Hag shop? I ask.
Let's get it in there fast.
If you get a light phone without buying it in the Hag shop, what are you fucking doing?
You are going
even a
straight
listener?
to you know where. But I'll say this: the light phone customer service has been excellent, and I told them I'm committing to light phone when I get back from. I can't be.
You can't launch.
Can't be in Europe with a light phone, folks. Probably the best time to actually do it, but Goggins. I gotta get Goggins, and I gotta be in the dungeon. I gotta return to study, focus. The ADD thing instead. What if I just double down? And it hurts, and you go, guess what? You're reading a dense text.
Yeah,
an hour a day. You fucking
Stop waiting for it to be. I mean, you obviously you can access hyperfixation, so access it on the thing
in the worst way. Hyperfixation is me last night. This is me last night, waking up thinking, I wonder how toxic. I bought on Amazon some like mini travel brushes, and I go, how toxic are those?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm kind of like spiraling, and it's like I go to see, oh my god, they're toxic. It's like this
the
toxic,
brush that
like,
the part you hold, or the actual part on your skin. You're imagining is brushing
just the fibers, the whole thing, and it's packed in a plastic. I've been, yeah. So sure, that's a hyperfixation.
You raised your own horse just so you could gently snip its tail fur, make your own brushes.
Oh,
it'd be like, my brushes come from Jonesy, who I feed organic.
This was making me really laugh. Went to a restaurant in San Diego. Shout out to the Cellar Hand. Delicious. And I asked for, this is unusual for me. You know, when you really are having a great meal and you go, you know what? Bring me a tea. End of the meal. If it's espresso or tea, right? A hot item after.
That's unusual.
Herbal tea.
To get a hot item after?
For me, it means you're really luxuriating in a meal and enjoying the conversation. I was like, what kind of herbal tea? She goes, yeah, we've got like a chamomile, whatever. I go, yeah, that's fine. I'm expecting a tea bag. I'm already going, well, the microplastics, but who cares, right? They plop down a beautiful loose leaf chamomile in a hearty portion and a French press, but for tea. I'm drinking it. I can't stop talking about the tea. I'm almost irritating the people at the table. I'm just really blown away by it and how fragrant. And it's like, oh, this is my life. I was like, I've been for years trying to go loose leaf.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And I had this whole vision. I'm sitting there, I'm going, this is it, Kate. You're reading
this is
in
it.
the morning.
I know.
Tea, afternoon, tea, evening.
Tea again.
Imagine that, not streaming something that you fucking hate. But
Not
instead,
tuning in. Would you like to
tea.
watch another episode?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hating
I hate
it?
it. It makes me
Yeah.
miserable. Hate it. It's miserable. Let's go. And so I had this vision of myself, beeswax candles. Someone once said they're going to send us beeswax candles. If you're still listening, please. I picture myself, beeswax candle, the loose leaf tea, an open book, free at last, brain open, hippocampus, supine. Okay.
Hippocampus hugging itself curled, finally warming up and things are becoming unindelible in it. The wrinkles are finally lifting. The imprints.
Yes. This I don't think this will translate to you or the listener because I think it's really you had to be there. But I couldn't stop laughing about I was like imagining tea becomes such a huge part of my life. I start selling tea, right? And I have a business answering. Do you want to book a comedy show, or do you want to book a tea, or do you want to buy a tea? Right? It becomes that much. This would be the worst version of it. Kate's damn tea. So it says Kate's tea, and then the damn is like a stamp. Can't you imagine that? Kate's damn tea. That marketing. Yeah, Kate's damn tea with the stamp.
Now, when did that come to you?
Fun.
Kate's damn tea.
Kate's damn tea.
During
that was kind
or
of
later?
a collab. No, because I kept saying I love this damn tea. I just kept being like,
there it is.
I'm sorry. Go. I was like, this damn tea. I was with my partner and their mother.
See, I think this damn tea is actually this damn Kate's
tea?
damn tea without anything is sort of confusing.
Right.
Because it's sort of like, it's either like goddamn Kate's tea. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah.
there's a way that I think Kate's damn tea is like fantastic, but there's also something like this damn tea. That's kind of cool. Like, I love this damn tea. There's something to it. No, it's Kate's damn tea. I don't know. I need to feel it out. I need to feel it out, but I'm interested. And then what would I be selling if I were going to go first to a product? Probably one of my inventions.
Yeah.
Probably some kind of gadget. Not a electronic one, but mechanical.
Time for another ad, folks. And let's just say we're talking about a dear and favored topic between me and Kate, online privacy and security. Whether you're working remotely, traveling, or just browsing from your favorite cafe, your data should stay yours. And that's where Surfshark comes in.
Surfshark is a VPN that keeps your internet activity private and secure, protecting you from hackers, trackers, and prying eyes. Plus, it lets you access content from anywhere in the world by changing your virtual location. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Want to stream shows that aren't available in your country?
Sure do.
No problem. I'm about to be in London.
I know.
I need to be able to stream my American shows. Need to bypass restrictions when you travel? Done.
The best part, one account covers unlimited devices, so you can protect your phone, laptop, tablet, whatever it is you use to stay connected. And if you ever need help, their 24/7 customer support has got you covered. That's right, I said 24/7. So why wait? Take control of your online experience today. Head to surfshark.com/hags to sign up and get 4 extra months of Surfshark. Give it a try. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you've got nothing to lose.
Go to surfshark.com/hags and use code HAGS at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN.
I went to a restaurant in Hudson, New York, 6 nights in a row, Kate.
Oh, here we go. What restaurant?
Feast and Fleurette. Got pretty. wait. First, give me the laughs. Explain the laughs.
Explain my laugh?
Yeah. Just
knowing you, just the familiarity of just all of it.
Yeah.
Feast and Fleurette is just like,
and
I gotta look up the Instagram.
Yeah. Well, let me wait. Before you look up, because I want to create an image in your head. You know what I'm saying? Get
of course.
off.
Okay. Off.
Okay. So shout out to Stephen and Jason and Joe. And
wow.
Antoine.
Hell yeah.
So how does that unfold? Let's see. So interesting. Hudson's very active on the weekends. The people come down from New York, or they live there
They
in the
sure
weekends.
do.
They pop into the city to make deals during the week, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It really turns on the weekend. So a lot of stuff's closed sort of early and midweek.
Yeah.
Not feast and floret people. Now, who's there early and midweek? Me, because I'm just doing writing there, right? I'm on retreat, and can't lie to the people. What am I? I'm not the only person who writes in Hudson, so it's whatever.
It's a rite of passage.
Can't protect the place, but okay, some things aren't open. Over I go. Don't have a res, but they're open till they're showing 10 o'clock close, which is late for a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw that on Resi they offered 9:45 seatings in general.
Shirley and Hudson too.
So I go,
Late.
whoa,
Yeah.
okay. And I walk in. I go, okay, here we go. There's a rustic deliciousness, okay?
Mm.
In the center of kind of wooden, almost Via Carota-esque, okay? But in the center is benches with buckets full of flowers for
I'm
purchase.
charmed. Ooh.
Okay, so you could get a bouquet.
Very cute.
Beautiful. On the chalkboard, prices of the flowers per stem, per bouquet, per wreath.
Very romantic.
Oh, right. No, I remember the first night. So it was like, okay. So Chris and I go down there, and we go in and we sit down and we go, all right, I've checked out the menu. They come over and I go, all right, so we got some stuff to ask about, and we're wondering if you can accommodate us. I have a nut allergy.
Yeah.
Okay. Except for almonds. And we're also eating as vegans eat. Okay. But not being vegans, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So do you think you can accommodate us, and how sensitive are you to allergy? It was actually, that was the big thing, because there was nuts in like every dish. And Chris was like,
shit.
I don't know. And I was like, let's hear how they handle it,
Yeah.
And they go, we're very sensitive. Steven goes, we're very sensitive to allergies here.
Ooh.
Okay. He was like, you will be safe. Now I say, all right, let's go for it. I've got my EpiPen in my coat pocket, and at first sign of issue in the thigh, it goes. So I feel more confident than the past. So anyway, fennel salad, but we have them remove something. I forget what.
Pine nuts?
No, it's something else. I can't remember if it was a grated cheese, but point is, shaved fennel salad, one of my favorites. Anytime there's a fennel salad on the menu, I'm interested. And then their simple green salad. Great. So we got 2 salads coming our way. There's a flatbread with an olive tapenade. I say, sure. It's recommended. I go, okay. And then we got 2, and we got it vegan style cavatellis with mushrooms and other delicious things.
I'm hungry.
And then there was a special vegetable side. It was a chili, sort of a chili honey, sweet potato.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Unexpected sort of, I go, what? I think I saw it pass. Anyway, it all comes out. It's all perfection. All right. Now, let me explain when the salad comes out, I go, yes. Okay. Because it's a generous wooden bowl, little tongs. Okay. It's that kind of thing.
Oh.
It's like salad kind of for the table, whatever. It's a hearty portion. It was all delicious. And then I got, I was back in my old, thing of kind of Italian food, sort of want a margarita with it. So
Marg.
that's what I did.
Yeah.
Marg. And
Next time, get a Vesper.
I know.
I want to know your experience of it.
I'm definitely going to try
And I think
Vesper.
it varies. I think it's one of those cocktails that, it could be really, it's really the hand that makes it.
So then I went
Isn't it
back
always,
5
though?
more nights.
Ooh, I love that. How
Okay.
much did you branch
With
out?
minor changes because, we wanted to keep it easy in terms of like, it works. They do the vegan, that dish, they do vegan, whatever,
repeat.
right? So basically it became like repeat. Plus, was there a special vegetable side? Okay. Tonight, the tapenade, it's a Castelvetrano olive. But the real joke was, other than one night where I made a reservation like 15 minutes before, and I wasn't even planning on going every night, I'd go, okay. And by the time I was done with my working, it was like, well, there's nowhere to go but feast and floret. I guess we're going back. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'd roll in 9:45, and every single night was a full performance, like
We're back.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
me, we're sick, we're perverts, we're back again. You know what I mean? And they're fine, whatever. Okay. Like, we get a special radish was brought to us because, because of our regularity, whatever. And then
Special radish.
like a radish side.
We'll never forget. One of my favorite Alison Rowan recipes is a tossed radish where you cook radishes in a skillet with the greens on. It's fabulous with some sumac. Anyway.
Oh, that reminds me. You saying sumac? Dog. So anyway, Feast and Floor was huge. And I was like trying to scream on the last night. Oh, well, then I met I think the owner, Jason, and he was like, oh, you're here tonight. Like, oh, I was like, it was night 6, I think, maybe 5. I don't know. But I'm like, I've been getting the vegan cafeteria, vegan style, whatever, rattling off. It's been fantastic, blah, blah. Joe here's been great to us. Steven's a doll, you know.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well, we could just also do the vegetable plate with some lentils. And I go, what? Off menu? Here comes the off menu vegan. We get this like gorgeous, like it's like a bed of lentils, as they say, you know. And then it was like, I don't know which kind of mushroom it is. One of those ones just, you know, it really is like a meal to itself, the mushroom. And I'm not, you know, a girl who used to be able to say that, you know. And with the lentils, I mean, you're getting levels of protein that are, you know, it's whatever. Oh, and then I get, and multiple nights it was a lime sorbetto. Lime. You know, don't forget about lime.
Do not forget about
frozen lime is heaven. Okay.
Wow.
So that was huge. And then a couple nights at least, maybe just one night, got the tea. Okay. I go, the mint tea. And I go, whatever it is coming and I'm fine with it. Right. Now, this is the moment. I can't remember if what came was in a like kettle or not, where it's brewing in there. I forget. I actually can't remember now.
The fresh mint stuffed in there.
But here's what I know. And I have it video because I was screaming, and I'll make sure to add it to bonus or whatever. Bonus content, $5 a month. Okay. I go, let's see how they're doing this. I lift it up. It is a loose, non-toxic, clearly. Okay. That's why they're doing it. You know, the brown paper tied by hand with a string. Okay. So there is no glue. There is no whatever. It was clearly they were doing the non-toxic.
I see.
That we've all been dreaming
I'm curious,
of.
as opposed to just having the mint be in there loose.
Well, it was, okay, it must have been a tea bag then, the way I'm remembering it. It must have just been a mug. But because I remember a tea bag situation, lifting it up, going, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a plunger. I mean, it wasn't a...
Yeah. A hand tied.
I'm just thinking if it was hand tied in like a bigger little teapot for just more tea. Point is hand tied, non-toxic tea bag situation. And I'm trying to break in with how I'm going to talk about it on the podcast, you know, like he needs me, doesn't.
Yeah. Well,
uninterested, wildly uninterested.
Trying to think.
So that was huge. But 6 nights in a row, Jacqueline Novak doing dinner like nobody does it. That's all I'll say. Okay.
6 nights in a row. Listen, Cellar Hand in San Diego was so good. I go back tomorrow. Oh, well.
By the way, my dining partner said you come alive in a restaurant. You're in your element about me.
It's true. This restaurant, Cellar Hand, had, and again, this, of course, but I'll just say it had the best strawberry shortcake I've ever had in my life. And strawberry shortcake, how people go, oh, is that?
Oh.
I didn't even want to call it that. It was some, let's just say, Blobno was involved.
You don't have to be a veterinarian nutritionist to know that feeding your dog real whole foods with minimal processing is one of the best choices you can make for their health. With absolutely no harmful fillers, no preservatives, Ollie is made in U.S. kitchens with ingredients carefully sourced from trusted growers and producers around the world. I just heard that a dog that is close to my heart eats Ollie. So this to me is a huge endorsement because this is coming from a big dog family. So I feel like if they're feeding their dogs Ollie, this must be the real deal.
Dogs deserve the best, and that means fresh, healthy food. Head to ollie.com/hags and tell them all about your dog. And use code HAGS to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a clean bowl guarantee on the first box, so if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/hags and enter code HAGS to get 60% off your first box. I hope they start making Ollie for cats. I'll definitely be interested.
I went to a Sephora that when you find a Sephora, this was a Sephora unlike any other because you didn't have to go through a mall to get to it. It was a standalone and empty.
I think you should hold this until
Okay.
That's another tease for Product Corner because I want to, when we get into what the products are,
Oh yeah, honey.
hide it. when we get into Product Corner, I'm going to want to hear.
Never dropped more money in a Sephora in one go. And you know what I did? I actually said something that Naomi repeated back and like mocked me. That was I said, I'm going to treat myself to this.
Well, there it is.
And they were like, treat yourself. I'm going to treat myself to this eyeliner.
Well, that's. I mean, I've been calling you out on this for years.
And as we know, it's starting. Everyone, I am packing my carry-on starting tomorrow.
I'm tempted to come back to Europe.
Do it
while I'm over here in the New York State area. Because
come back to London.
I don't know. Got to make it all make sense. Lover's journey in Paris finally. You know, now that it's all familiar territory.
It'd be fun to overlap for one meal in Paris.
Yeah.
One dinner.
One and only one.
Anyway. Listen to David Goggins just for 5 seconds. I want to see what comes up when I hit this. I just want you to hear his voice.
Yeah.
That said, I do it the highest level possible. And I'm saying it with Jennifer in the next room. So please come here and say something. If it's wrong, Jennifer, I don't give a fuck. Say what she got.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He's talking about his girlfriend.
Right.
Or his wife or something.
I can tell. Yeah.
But but basically, because Huberman's like talking about like, whatever, who fucking cares? Just go listen to it or absolutely don't. The point is, I'm going to get Goggins about my...
Berlant has gone down the Huberman path.
Berlant Goggins.
Berlant has gotten sucked down.
Magnesium glycinate complex.
Well, that was another Huberman.
No, this isn't Huberman, sweetheart. This is my acupuncturist.
No, but didn't he say, remember the methylated? Oh, that was the methylated.
That's not this. Methylated. But then guess what? But then Dr. Wu, my neurologist, said, he just...
Even on that?
Vitamins, he goes, I don't know what to
get
tell
it from
you.
your
Save your
food.
money. Yeah. He goes, sunlight,
get it
sleep,
from...
water, get it from your food. He goes, save your money. When he said save your money, my eyes widen. I go, oh, fuck. Because this is what's real.
Thing. By the way, someone once was, you know, I was poorly represented in a clip where it seemed like I was suggesting that if you chew a date, it's no longer whole food. The way they said it, and then there was some people commenting, and I just had to let go.
Fucking idiot.
But what continues to amaze when you get into this nutritarian territory, okay, is that we all, you know, we're always trying to skip steps, right? We always think we got a better idea. I started my new, by the way, our podcast would go huge. Okay. We keep it with the supplement talk. By the way, that's a bird clock, you know, the one cuckoo clock.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
We have them going. Okay. My dad has to wind it each morning. Isn't that wild?
God, it's amazing.
I know. Talk about maintenance activity. So anyway, no, but I was like, our podcast goes huge if we were like, you get this nutritarian stuff. Okay. Anyway, you get into this nutritarian stuff. No, but all to say, there are things that happen when you chew, okay? The salivary amylase is released. When you chew something, there's, you know, digestion begins in the mouth, but it's not just about the mastication. Salivary amylase, there's a chemical reaction between the saliva and the food that does a certain thing. Like, basically just the point being, can you go wrong if you're getting it from your food? And in what ways
does it not work when it's
that we haven't realized yet? And then, I mean, there were years where we didn't understand that something wasn't bioavailable at all. You know what I mean?
Of course.
People were popping those pills. You know, it's all food. I mean, if beets are good for you for a certain reason in a certain dose, probably should try to get it from the beet.
Mm-hmm. Get it from the beet.
My father needs, I'm worried about his smoothie. Do you think it's weird that there's apple cider vinegar directly in the smoothie?
No. I mean, I think that tastes weird. Why could that
No, he doesn't
weird?
care about that. Just like, almost like the apple cider vinegar seems like it should be taken separately for some reason.
No,
to me.
I think you're fine.
Okay. I
What's
just see him throwing
smoothie?
these things in there. I'm seeing beet powder in there. I'm seeing like a 3-seed blend. I'm like, okay. He took some protein out for some reason, which I was like, good. Because he said it. He's like, Dr. Hyman told me to look, you know, said like,
Hyman's
watch out
off.
for this in your thing. Well, yeah, I know. Well, I go, well, did he tell you this?
Fucking Hyman.
Yeah.
Fucking Hyman.
Okay. So I go, well, what did he tell me? Whatever. I go, yeah, Dad. I go, what? Because I think, he thinks if it's at Whole Foods, it's probably good. And I'm like, welcome to, you're fucked out there.
Yeah.
Welcome to there's always something wrong with what you're eating, right? Oh, but that reminds me. You want to hear the recommendation of the century?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've had them, but Suma oranges.
I'm familiar.
Oh, you know them?
Oh,
You know what I'm
that's
talking
it?
about?
Yeah.
The big ones that
I know,
have
I
the
grew
top.
up in California, sweetheart.
But Sumas that are half Mandarin.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They're unbelievable.
Where are you getting those?
My mom has just started getting them, I guess. I don't know. So when I've been visiting here, okay, she's like, oh,
where
there's
the
Suma
top
oranges.
just begs you to open it.
The top begs you to open it. That's exactly it. And it opens so easily because it pulls away from the skull.
Practically want to eat the pith.
And you go, okay, you're pulling it apart. It's like a giant clementine. And I'm addicted. When I bite down on one, it's like an explosion. Okay, it's unreal. If people have not tried a Suma
Fruit
orange
corner.
because they think it's
I
ugly.
actually had talk about fruit corner.
Yeah.
I had
fruit corner.
one of these people on Instagram that's constantly served to me, and finally I go, fine.
Are
I'll
you
just
about to
follow it.
say
I'll just
honeydew
follow it.
melon to smell good?
No.
Oh, because something you
No,
sent
what the
me,
hell is
someone
that?
said that. Okay.
What? Eat honeydew melon
To smell good.
so that your pussy's sweet.
I think that's what she really
I've been
meant.
to
I
that.
think that's what she really meant.
I've been
Pineapple
down that
juice
path.
in the 90s. They told
Yeah,
us.
of course. No, I follow this. I'm sure hags are fed her too. I'm forgetting her name, Amy something, but she like home cook whatever. But her thing, it's like very Eastern European / she'll be like, here's breakfast, or it's like austere kind of Norwegian bread with the beautiful, unsalted grass fed butter with salt on top, and then a thing of of like thick strained Greek yogurt with figs, and then a thing of an Americano, and then a separate tea that she's having, and then a separate juice that she's having, and it's
I mean,
like breakfast.
and that's gonna really get you, because you're gonna go like, why can't I? Why can't I?
No, I did. Why can't I? Why can't I? Let me find it because I screen grabbed it. It's right here. It's fucking right here. I screen grabbed this and I go, if this were my life, I would be free. If I did this,
free of
then
pain, emotional pain.
Oh, by the way, completely free of pain, and taking literature straight to the dome. Let me read you what she has on her table, and then it gets into this whole thing of taking care of the self. Like, look at this. She has a cloth napkin with. She's setting the table for herself. Okay, Americano with honey, green juice, rosemary tea, and you can see there's a bramble coming out of the cup to tell you of its freshness.
Wow.
She's got a soft boiled egg, a single one cut in half, loaded with salt and pepper. She's got and here's where she's got a little ramekin here with a kiwi, a single date, and a single fig. The kiwi has been sliced up.
Okay, interesting.
And then she's got Greek yogurt, walnuts, and local honey. And I went, God, imagine sitting down to that.
See, here's my issue with that. Okay. Like yesterday, I went over to the pantry here at my parents' and saw that there were some dried prunes, and, open the package, reach my hand and pop in my mouth, go, damn, that's sweet. People really forget when you're children, prune is delicious. And then I go,
prune was
I'm going to
huge
have
in my
one
house.
more. Boom, have another,
Yeah.
right? I'm still standing there. And I go, one more to take with the road in my mouth, right? To walk away with. Walk away. And then I'm going, better go back for another. It's goddamn amazing. Okay. It's absolute just. So for me,
listen to you, the girl who used to fear fruit.
I know. Well, I like a new God every 2 years. Right.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
God.
it's also because
I just took a fucking vile sip of matcha. Oh. Here, keep going.
But it's like,
yeah.
And if someone else served me, if I was in a restaurant and they portioned it out for me, right? Because I know I'm not getting more. When they portion it, I'm able to enjoy. I mean, that's kind of interesting thought, actually. Maybe the whole reason that I put 2 dates in a little ramekin and walked to my own table. I know there's a package in there. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying?
Could you do it?
Well, I would just know there's a package, and I don't know that I would just have the 3 or like. And like some would say like, if you started living that way, like, no, I'm having 2 dates and whatever.
Right.
But I was just thinking if perhaps a huge reason that I love restaurant dining is because they choose the portion like it takes one element of the decision out for me. I can name the foods that I want,
Yeah.
but they do the portion. The portion arrives. It is what it is.
Totally.
I eat all of it.
Of course.
And then,
Of course.
but this is almost like kind of a big realization for me. That's a relief. Just not
Right.
another question of, going back for seconds or whatever. It's like
The
it's
restriction.
decided once, and then I just settle into it, and the meal has
Well, that's
a
why this
grammar
seemed
to it.
appealing to me. Also, this
Yeah.
photograph, and which I'll happily repost, is obviously aspirational in that there's no phone on the table, right? It suggests this morning ritual. It suggests a freedom from the worries of the world and a level of time, a luxury of time. Because who the fuck can do all that
Who's
for
bothering
breakfast
her?
for themselves, I have a Greek yogurt call out. I want Greek. So because Greek yogurt's really entered my life in the last maybe 6 months, particularly traveling, whatever, getting a faye in the bodega. And someone was like, wow, I can't believe you eat faye. I was like, why? And then like a ton of bricks falls on me. Here I am. I've been going, well, sure, I consume dairy, but I consume organic. Faye is not organic, folks. So here I am going organic dairy when possible. And what am I mainlining? And then so I just want to know everyone's favorite organic. And I think I got to go A2. Is it A1 or A2? And what the hell does that mean? Organic dairy. Anyway. It's a
Well,
yogurt
I
call.
think because Faye was not first to the marketplace, but they took hold of the American imagination. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, like in the coasts, and it went from there. And so I think because of that, we experienced it as like they're probably organic because they're so on the cutting edge. Like they introduced us to Greek yogurt almost, so they
Right.
felt on the edge. But yeah, I do think sort of like a good amount of like looking like shit on
It's
our
great for the
pod
Yeah.
is fucking cool.
It's real, bitch.
because
My shark. Look
the
at
courage. Oh, your shark in the background.
my shark.
Look that.
Shout out to Shark Ninja.
Oh yeah. So what do you think about this? So again, I was in Hudson, and there's this hotel there called I won't even say what it's called because they're kind of I don't know
You wanna
how people
protect
feel
them?
about them. I don't want to diss them too hard and then go begging for a discount.
Yeah, go
you know
ahead.
what I
Go
mean?
ahead.
But they've got this juice bar connected to their other situations. They've got like they've got a lounge, a cafe, a juice bar, and I go in one morning. I go, yeah, I'll get a juice. Okay, I go in. I look. I go, what do they got? I see a green juice. I see like 4 juices offered. I'm like, cool. Order the green one. The green, whatever the fuck, right? Yeah. I go $15. No problem. I get it. Look, we're cold pressing juice here. You know what I mean? Fair enough, right?
Honey, we're living Los
Swipe the old
Angeles.
card.
Yeah.
Right? Swipe the card. I go, I wouldn't trust it if it were anything less. Okay. Tap, purchase. I go. Then I see she walks over to a refrigerator
Uh-oh.
and takes a big pitcher of green juice, a carafe of green, close the top. Nothing, it's not.
Yeah, sure.
Insane.
Sure.
And then and then she pours it, right in front of me right in front of my goddamn face. Okay.
Yeah.
Into a plastic container with a lid and a straw and gives it to me. And I feel wronged. Okay.
Yeah, you've been
How long
fucked
she been
raw.
sitting there? Okay. Because I'm at, what is this, 1 p.m., earliest 11:30. They made that juice at 8:30. How much it's oxidized? Is that a $15 juice to you?
Well, we all know that it's not.
It's not.
And we
right?
all know that they can charge that. So that they will.
Because I still drink it down. And by the way, here's the other thing about, the advertising of, you ever like people eating or drinking something on the street. Oh, where'd you get that? Right. The classic, like you see some people with the ice cream cone. We must be close.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And they go, so I'd seen people sitting outside their cafe with a plastic container with a lid and a straw and a gorgeous green juice in it. You're going, that's fresh made. Because
of course
I find it when it's, when it's bottled, and that's a very different thing.
It's
the bottled at least
juicing
is
it up.
bottled at the moment. Yeah. Okay. At least at, Juice Generation or whatever the hell, right? They've bottled it that morning. It's hit the air once. This, every time they open the large pitcher, more, escapes, right? Yeah. But when I see someone with a plastic cup with that, I'm thinking fresh made. So that's the other trick. If I saw that with a bottle and a label, I go, oh, it's refrigerated. Yeah. So I got fucked.
Yeah,
I got fucked. I got 15 fucked. I call that 50, getting 15 fucked.
You know what happened? I'll say a quick green juice thing to you because I don't really do much green juice. I got to get back into juicing the beautiful Jerome juicer that we were gifted, which is unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
And I was going hard for a minute, but so
me with my celery
and back. Yeah,
I got to get back in that.
Got to get back to juicing, but I want to just preface it by saying not a story, not a good story.
How dare you?
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay.
This is Meditations On.
Okay. I went to
podcast is Meditations On.
Creation is a chain. The point is, some of their green juices are in plastic, some of them are in glass. And now, of course, then I'm going for the glass. The point is, I looked at it really quickly. Green. It was like, because I wanted something with no fruit. I just wanted greens, right? Greens, herbs, lemon, ginger. Great. I read it. I get it.
Yeah.
I walk out, I crack it open, I take a big swig. It is so sweet.
Right.
In this way that
Was
I can't understand.
Or pineapple?
Are you sitting down?
Wait. I'm scared.
So I look.
Oh, no, honey.
Okay. Or
agave.
So listen to this.
Wait.
So I'm looking at the bottle going, what the fuck? Searching. All I'm seeing is kale, dandelion green, cucumber, agave.
Pathetic.
I turn on my heel.
Pathetic.
I go in there. I go, hi. I'm so sorry. I was just in here. I thought that this was unsweetened.
I was trying to order.
By the way, if there had been apple in there, if there had been
a bottle,
if there had been apple in there, I would have gone, okay, it's fine. I would have kept moving.
Yeah.
Agave? Are you, what is fucking that about? Needless to say, she let me exchange it.
Now, was it one of the bottled ones?
Yeah.
So I'm going, okay, so they're trying to get a very certain type. Okay, they're
for
trying,
kids?
you know those
the
drinks
after
out
school
there?
kid?
No, yeah, let's get your kids their greens, I think. Because, anyone who's really in the green juice game.
I mean,
if I'm going to do green juice game, and I'll get one that has an apple. This one might have had apple in it.
Sure. Agave?
It's like, you can get it
That's
sweet.
That's bizarre. I've never even seen that, Jacqueline. Agave.
Yeah, no, I think that's like, they're trying to compete with that shit. God, it comes in a big plastic jug and it's like a smoothie and it came out like 20 years ago and it's sort of still
big
dominant.
Plastic jug smoothie.
It's calls itself a smoothie. It's in like the free refrigerator aisle. Like it's like, is it Green Machine or is that someone else? Wait, Green Machine smoothie. Because this is actually, yeah. Okay, by Naked. You know Naked?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
That was like the beginning of wellness culture. Was Naked being unmasked as being, might as well have a Snickers. Might as well have a fun size Snickers.
More like, might as well have a full size.
Oh, sorry. By fun size, I meant the one where it's double.
Yeah.
Where it's extra fat. Where it's extra huge.
Anyway, so it's like, getting fucked by that early days.
All right. Well, this has been a delight.
So it's been wonderful. If you, as I said before, if we see 1,000 subscribers, sign up right now.
I'll take my tits out.
As this comes up this week, that'll be big.
Yeah.
Save the tits for a bigger number,
I'll save the
I
tits
think.
for something bigger, yeah.
Okay. But this is, and then hold on, we got to say I love you and bye, but I'm just explaining to anyone who is not clear. Right now, if you subscribe to Premium, this episode is longer.
Honey, this is going to roll right into and I am
that we're about to go into.
$5 a month.
Tell us about your Sephora experience. And then what we're trying to do, $5 a month, you get the list either in the Hag Shop or in a direct email.
You're getting it. And we want to, again, thank all of our subscribers. And if you are able to contribute financially to our show, please know you are making our show. Okay? Sure. That's how we get to make this. So thank you. Okay, love you.
Love you. See you in 1 minute. And next week.